Donald Trump becomes the first former U.S. president to be charged with a crime. What's next for our previous commander-in-chief? We've heard of 4-day work weeks, but what about a 4-day school week where they are doing that now and why? You're watching The Rundown. Hello, everyone. I'm Robin Winston. Former President Donald Trump is on the attack, tearing into his arraignment. In a New York courtroom Tuesday, Trump pleaded not guilty to 34 counts of falsifying business records. The charges stem from alleged hush money payoffs during the 2016 presidential campaign.
This case today is one with allegations like so many of our white-collar cases. Allegations that someone lied again and again to protect their interests and evade the laws to which we are all held accountable.
Every single pundit and legal analyst said, there is no case. There's no case. They kept saying, there's no case.
Trump told supporters Tuesday night at Mar-a-Lago that he's being unjustly prosecuted. The arraignment was only the start of what will be a long process.
We are for the America First president.
A small group gathered in Westwood to show support for Trump. There were larger demonstrations in New York with both supporters and protesters. So what's ahead in this case? Trump's defense team is expected to file a motion to dismiss the charges. The next hearing is a ways off. The judge scheduled it for December 4th. Southern California Edison is showing off some high-tech help that'll hopefully prevent some wildfires. The utility demonstrated how they're using drones to inspect the electrical infrastructure in areas considered high fire risk. Scientists also showed how they collect vegetation and examine how much moisture it has, especially with all the rain we've had recently.
So we're going to be dealing with that extra vegetation, and once it dries out over the summertime and into the fall, that's obviously going to give us extra concern for high fire potential as we head into later parts of the year.
SoCal Edison is now expanding its partnership with fire agencies in its service area by moving to year-round aerial firefighting resources. In past years, the fleet was only available during the second half of the year. Kicking off a warming trend leading into Easter weekend, here's meteorologist Stephanie Omo with your weather rundown.
Hello, everyone. As we continue throughout mid-late week, we're looking at plenty of sunshine, which is great news here. For Thursday, we can expect warmer temperatures, and we'll keep it nice and warm also on Friday. But I want to point out that we do have the return of an onshore flow, so we'll have some passing clouds over the area. Temperatures will remain leveled through Saturday, and then Easter Sunday rolls around. We're talking about the warmest day of the week. This is what we have going on, and this is why we will experience steady temperatures for the next several days, is we do have this trough of low pressure to the north of us, and for us, we're keep it quiet, just that onshore flow, some passing clouds, temperatures not budging a whole lot. But look what happens as we head into Sunday. Big ridge of high pressure building over the region. How warm are we getting? Checking out here the temperature trend for Santa Clarita. By Sunday, temperatures will be in the low 80s. We'll keep it that way on Monday as well. So enjoy it, soak it up. Back over your way.
A mother in Carson hopes a big reward will help bring her 16-year-old daughter home safely. Alinka Angeline Castaneda was last seen on New Year's Day getting into a car her family did not recognize. Her mom says she left home without any ID, credit card, or change of clothes. Then on January 19th, her mom got a call leading her to believe the teen is now a victim of human trafficking.
She's called her family at least 3 different times. Each time she sounded under duress. And she said something to the effect that they're not letting me go, I don't know where I'm at, and then she has to hang up.
The Carson City Council approved a $100,000 reward for information that leads to an arrest in the case. Hundreds of LAPD officers who worked undercover assignments have taken legal action against the city of LA. It comes after their names and pictures were made public. The city released the data last year as part of 2 requests for public records. It was supposed to remove the names of the undercover officers, but somehow that did not happen. The lawyer who filed the lawsuit said he's already heard stories about a few LAPD undercover officers being publicly identified on the street.
This presents a significant threat to the safety of the citizens of Los Angeles. Several undercover operations have had to stop.
LAPD Chief Michael Moore told the police commission he's still not sure how this all happened. He said the department regularly releases records and removes non-public elements. Here's a story that's got both kids and adults buzzing. You've heard of the 4-day work week, right? But what about the 4-day school week? NBC's Jenna Bush Hager has more on what motivated one school district to make the switch.
Right now, what I need you to do is to get out your Chromebook.
In classrooms coast to coast, many devoted teachers work long hours, even weekends, for the love of the job.
Really good teaching has a lot of components that extend beyond the direct instruction that you do in a classroom.
But in North College Hills schools, Superintendent Eugene Blaylock is alarmed by what's happening.
What were you seeing in your teachers?
You walk through the buildings and you can just see it in their eyes how tired they are.
Teacher burnout, and a whole lot of it.
I was a teacher. I think it's the most important job there is. I know from my time in the classroom that it is not a 9 to 5. Teachers are spending hours in the afternoon planning, collaborating.
And if teachers don't have ample time to do that, then they struggle. And it's almost like being on a hamster wheel. You're just going, and you never get a chance to get off, take a breath. And I think that it's a dying profession.
I'm giving you guys a little bit of freedom too.
And teaching is only part of the job.
Teachers didn't sign up to be police officers and security guards. Those are all things that play on the stress level.
So Superintendent Blaylock said enough's enough. His entire district is now switching to a 4-day school week. Students will only go in Tuesday through Friday. Mondays is for self-guided work at home, while teachers have a student-free day at school for lesson planning.
We really dig deep. This is about student achievement. And if our teachers aren't 100%, then our students won't get what they truly need and deserve.
Among parents, there's a lot of support, but some hesitation too.
I'm excited because I think that it gives the teachers and kids a little bit of a break.
I'm glad to see that they're being innovative, but I feel like the world is not yet ready for that schedule.
Here, the new 4-day week will start in August, with new provisions being made to help parents with childcare needs and reduced meal compensation.
I was so happy. I was like, yes, this is what we need. And it gives students more time to breathe, relax.
While some argue kids need to make up for the lost class time during the pandemic, educators here believe the new plan is the right equation to score high enough marks with students and teachers alike.
We've reinvigorated the teachers, re-energized the teachers, and they're 100% on board. It might change the game completely.
Puppies rescued from a dog dumping ground in Lancaster are now up for adoption. So this was where they were found, the dogs just living off the desert. The team with Wagmore Pets Dog Rescue in Studio City says 40 dogs were dumped. Many are pregnant, sick, and some have even been found dead. So they came up with a plan.
I received a phone call that there was a property in Lancaster that was known as a dumping ground. People always go by, they dump dogs. We found transporters, we found places for the dogs to go. We're raising donations. That's the biggest thing.
If you're interested in adopting or fostering, we have all of that information on our website, NBCLA.com. Just search Lancaster. Get ready to rev your engines. Next week, world-class racing will take over Long Beach for the Acura Grand Prix. We caught up with professional drivers as they took a ride around the world-famous race circuit.
We have Formula One cars. We're bringing back the historic Formula One cars that ran here at Long Beach from 1976 to 1983.
The annual event will take place from April 14th through the 16th. So fun. I'd like to drive. A 9-year-old boy from Hancock Park is one of the semifinalists in NASA's nationwide competition.
Oh, yeah! Let's go!
That's Nikhil Gautam finding out he's one of the contenders to win the Power to Explore challenge. The third grader at Hancock Park Elementary loves all things space science, especially rover missions. Nikhil envisions that NASA can use a nuclear energy technology to power a rover and send it to Venus so we can learn more about greenhouse gases.
It was basically a atmospheric probe and a rover that I would send to Venus. And the reason I was interested in Venus was because of the high level of carbon dioxide could tell us about global warming in Venus's past.
Very impressive. I'm taking notes. Nikhil's family hopes he'll continue to learn and reach his full potential. The 9-year-old says he wants to grow up to be either a JPL engineer, a pilot, or a professional baseball player. Hey, why not do all three? You have a bright future ahead of you, kid. I say you're off to a fantastic start. A mother in Massachusetts got a big surprise with her credit card bill. Her 5-year-old daughter racked up quite an Amazon shopping spree, about $3,000 worth to be exact. So Jessica Nunez thought her daughter Lila was playing games on her phone during a drive home, but no. A few days later, Jessica received an email saying her packages had shipped, even though she didn't order anything. That's when she went to her Amazon history.
She ordered 5 pink motorcycles, 5 blue motorcycles, 10 pairs of cowgirl boots, and a Jeep.
Oh, wow. Jessica says she doesn't know how little Lila was able to search for the items she wanted, but she was smart enough to figure out the Buy Now button. Jessica was able to cancel half the orders and will be able to return everything else. Thank goodness. I think little Lila needs her very own toy phone, right? You can always get news and weather updates on the NBCLA app and our website, NBCLA.com. And be sure to tune into Today in LA on NBC4. Weekdays, 4 to 7 a.m. I'll be helping you get around with traffic reports throughout the morning. I'll see you next time on The Rundown.